National Committee, is joining us. Minneapolis Mayor R.T. Rybak. Welcome. Great to have you here.
Good to be here.
Well, you know, the White House is going to great lengths to tell Americans that the fine attached to the federal health care overhaul's most controversial provision is not a tax, that it is indeed a penalty. How much of a problem is this going to be for the president, who pledged, as we just saw back in 2008, that he would not raise taxes on his watch?
Well, both President Obama and Mitt Romney, when he was governor of Massachusetts, saw it differently than the Supreme Court, but the Supreme Court has ruled. The facts really are this: there are going to be millions of American middle-class families that get a $2,300 cut because of this work. There are going to be people who get rebates from their insurance companies because those insurance companies had excessive bonuses. There are dollars that are going to be coming back into the pockets of middle-class America. And the bottom line here is that the president took on one of the most complicated and vexing issues that we have. The healthcare system is broken. We all know it. And now, because of his leadership, we have millions of Americans who have coverage, including 17 million kids who have pre-existing conditions, and they need to continue to be covered. Mitt Romney has proposed that on day one, he's going to kick those 17 million kids off health care and all the other benefits that have happened here. Do you really think, after all the debate we've had, that what we need now is to have Mitt Romney walk into the White House and say his first job is to kick 17 million people off health care? Let's move on. Let's get this working, and let's turn back to the key issues of the economy.
Well, let's get back to also this issue of whether this is a tax or not. Republicans are saying that with the high court calling this a tax, it's backing the White House in a corner, and says this confirms that the administration raised taxes with its health care law. Given the fact that we're in the midst of a big political season, what impact is this going to have as the president campaigns directly with voters?
Well, the Supreme Court has ruled, and so it means, for instance, that when Mitt Romney says he didn't raise taxes in Massachusetts, $20 million this year came from that quote-unquote fee into Massachusetts. So Mitt Romney and Barack Obama both have issues because of a Supreme Court decision, but the reality is, the bottom line, we have more people on health care, and we've solved this debate, and it's time to move on.
Do you think health care is going to now move to the top of the line in terms of issues in this presidential debate going forward?
You know, it's a really good question because it's clearly incredibly important. When, you know, I'm a mayor, I don't spend my time in Washington, so I'm out talking to folks a lot, and clearly the idea is that if I talk to a family where their child is about to be kicked off health care because of their pre-existing condition and now they can stay on, yeah, that's something that matters to people. When I think about my son or others who graduate from college and as they pay down debt, they can stay on our health care so they can start their career, that matters. When I think about seniors with prescription drugs who now got rid of the donut hole that prevented them from getting those, that matters. So you bet, I think that's something to campaign on. And I hope what we do, however, is to not go back to the battles of the past, but really try to say, where are we going in this country? The president wants to move forward. Mitt Romney said day one he will not take on the economy, not take on any of the other issues. Day one, he will try to repeal a law that's now been ruled on by the president, the Congress, the Supreme Court. The same thing he did in Massachusetts. Do you really think that's what this country needs right now? Do you think we need another couple of years of debate about this thing? Let's move on.
All right, Mayor Rybak, thank you so much for your perspective. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, we now know at least 9 people have been killed in deadly storms in the mid-Atlantic, and there are states of emergency at this hour in 3 states.